Arielle, I have a drawer of cables and wires and headphones, and I just opened it to grab a wire, and it was a nightmare in there.
Yeah.
Is there a tip to help me?
There's an aspirational tip to help you with this. And I also have this problem, but more so with necklaces. I untangled this necklace last night, and my tip today is to untangle your tangles now as they start. Don't wait until they're like completely unmanageable, because I have lost so many necklaces, so many cords to that. So I'm telling you that when you see the tangle, attack the tangle.
Attack the Tangle? That's the title of this episode. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you got to attack the tangle. And ultimately, like I said, this is aspirational. You need to remember to attack the tangle. So maybe that'll stick in your head.
Well, happy Monday, Tippendales. This has been Daily Tips that may or may not help you. Today is Monday, December 16th. And for your week, attack the tangle.
There's been a change in the social media landscape recently. And Ned, you have a tip for us that pertains to it.
Yeah, if you're like many of us and you're trying to use Twitter, X, whatever, less, my recommendation is this. Change where the location of the icon is on your phone. If the Twitter app is in the upper right of your home screen, just move it and put whatever app you would like to use instead in that location. You will find yourself instinctively clicking that button, and congratulations, you have successfully moved off Twitter as your default. That's the tip of the day. I did it with Blue Sky, and I instantly reduced my Twitter usage.
Yeah, I deleted my Twitter app entirely.
See, there you go.
There you go. That was Daily Tips that may or may not help you for December 17th, 2024. Nuts. We're so close to the end of the year. We're back tomorrow with another tip that may or may not help you, but this time from a guest tipper, Edward Miskie.
We'll see you tomorrow. Tippendales, it's Wednesday. It's December 18th, 2024, and Wednesday means it's Guest Tip Day with the December guest tipper, Edward Miskie. Edward, welcome back to the podcast. What is today's tip?
Well, thank you for having me. Today's tip, you'll notice I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's December. Brr. But not in my apartment, because I know something that you don't. And maybe you do, but don't yell at me. Your steam heat radiator in your apartment, most New York City apartments have those classic New York steam heat radiators, were initially designed for New York City apartment dwelling in the turn of the century, right around the Spanish flu pandemic. And during that time, the idea was to turn the radiator up all the way so that it was blowing heat into your apartment like crazy. And then also, in addition to, plus, and have your windows open as well, because the cold air and the hot air will mix together to make good, like, temperate, comfortable air. The other part of this that was crucial during that pandemic was that there was air circulation happening in your apartment. So not only were you comfortable, but you were getting clean, quote unquote, clean city air coming into your apartment with the heat on full blast and your windows open, so you didn't get sick and die.
This is another one of a long line of tips here that is about New York City, because we live in New York City.
That's where we're at.
If you're not a New York City person, you might have steam heat, forced air radiation, and you should check out if this works for you. We'll see you tomorrow, Tippendales. Arielle, I'm stuck in a rut, and I cannot find my way forward. Do you have a tip that might help my mindset?
What kind of rut is it, Ned?
It's a career rut.
Okay,
Arielle.
Yeah, I got you. Today's tip is that you should start using the present tense when you're thinking about your future career aspirations. So for example, if you want to be a writer, you are a writer, because you're probably doing some writing on the side. This doesn't work for lawyers. You can't say that you're a lawyer before you're a lawyer. This doesn't work for doctors. You can't do that either. But it works for a lot of the softer skills in the world. So I wanted to be a podcaster years ago, and I started podcasting on my own before somebody else gave me permission to do so, and therefore I was a podcaster. My sister is a writer. She wants to do screenplays and things like that. And a few years ago, we shifted this for her, and it's been pretty successful. So we're going to keep doing that.
This is a fantastic tip, and I want to echo on it. It's holiday time. We're going home. We're seeing families. We're seeing extended families. And a lot of people don't know how to talk about things. A lot of people say, this is Ned. He wants to be an actor. This is
Oh.
Ned. He's pursuing acting. This is Ned. He tries to be an actor. Whatever. No, I am an actor. Whether I'm employed or unemployed, I'm an actor. And by saying that, it has actualized a lot of things for me. I love this tip. Thank you for offering it.
Absolutely happy to. That was Daily Tips that may or may not help you. Today is Thursday, December 19th, 2024. And Ned, I think we're back tomorrow with another tip. Is that right?
Every Monday through Friday, Arielle.
There you go. You know, December, Christmas time, holidays, lots of travel happening. And maybe you've got some airline points stacked up, but they're not enough to use for an entire flight. What can you do?
Well, this is a tip I've been using recently, so I am loyal to one airline who I won't name because they don't pay us. But that airline doesn't fly everywhere, so sometimes I have to fly on other airlines, and when that happens, I accrue these small amount of points that then I have nothing to do with. However, the next time I fly that airline, often I have enough points to pay for checked bags. So the tip of the day is look at your airline points, and if you have a flight on an airline you don't take very often, and you have some points that may be up for expiration, consider using them to buy yourself a checked bag for the flight, or sometimes Wi-Fi on the flight if they charge. That is the tip of the day. Small amounts of airline points have uses. Use them.
Use them on December 20th, 2024, or use them beyond this. But that is the day. And we're going to be back next week with more tips. And those tips, they may or may not help you.
That's true.